few questions of their own about 9/11. John, tell us about those questions and why you care so much about 9/11 truth and why you're helping AE 9/11.
Thank you, Rich. It's been an absolute pleasure since I've known this man, which is not all that long, almost a year now. I am a former United States Marine. I did serve from 1987 to 1993. I was discharged for injury sustained while in service to this country, and I am proud of my service, as is every other Marine, and I have never stopped serving even though I have been officially discharged, and I will never stop serving even if they kill me, because I will come back from the afterlife and will still serve this country. And I'm going to be bringing a whole bunch of other Marines back with me. You better believe the people in Washington are scared of you because you are waking up at an exponential rate. You go to the truth sites, you are learning what's going on, and if you've ever been to a site called From the Trenches World Report, I am one of the speakers on there on the radio show. I'm JD, U.S. Marine, fighting tyranny. And we are all fighting tyranny because that is their goal, that is their objective, because there are a bunch of psychopaths down there, a bunch of sociopaths. They see us as nothing but cattle, but I disagree with that. I am not cattle, I am an American, and I am granted certain rights under the Constitution, and they will be upheld. Yeah. Part of my attempts in my outreach isn't just to military. It's also to law enforcement and to other agencies of the federal government, if you want to use that word, the people that carry the guns. And so I address even the New York police sitting here, or standing, excuse me, listening to this right now, because at some point you will be issued order contrary to your conscience. Marines are noble, and we will do what we are told because we do follow orders. We are highly disciplined, highly trained, and we will execute those commands to the best of our ability. Well, I'm not in the Marines anymore, but I still serve this country with that same level of faith. And my commands now come from the U.S. Constitution. Rich, I brought up the question. Would you restate that question, please? Why? What am I doing to reach other veterans, or what questions are they asking?
What questions do the veterans have?
His ostensible question is, what questions do the veterans have? The problem was since 2001, September 11th, when this horrific event happened, many people went into cognitive dissonance, including me. I only took the red pill in 2010. I woke up after watching a Jesse Ventura show about the Pentagon, 9/11, and my specialty in the military was aircraft and missile systems, so they couldn't lie to me. I am highly trained in those fields, and when I saw what the government was trying to say occurred, and what the physical evidence showed, there was a clear contradiction. I woke up. Well, the rest of the military is waking up now also, and it's been going on only the last few years. The military, like the rest of us, was blindsided because we have a want, a need to believe we have an honest government, a loving government, a caring government, and we don't. They have lied to us all the way. But now the veterans are starting to ask questions, and very pertinent questions, and 9/11 was the seminal moment. Why? Because they engaged in an activity we can scrutinize, we can disassemble it, analyze it, look at it, and compare it to the story we're being told. We don't always have that luxury with certain false flag events. And you can take some recent events in the Mideast as an example. But some of the questions the veterans are asking: how did those buildings come down? Clearly it's controlled demolition, and once I give them a technical explanation, that's the easy part. The technical part is always easy, but then we run into the difficult part, the emotional reluctance to accept the inevitable conclusion of what the technical information actually tells us. Terrorists didn't just walk into that building with oil drum after oil drum after oil drum after oil drum, 55-gallon drums of the necessary thermal explosives to take down those buildings, and just walk past security, waving, "Hi Chuck, how you doing today? I'm just here to plant some more explosives, excuse us, and then we'll be out for lunch." That's not the way it happened. They were escorted in, there's no question about it. The question that their veterans ask is, who is they? What was their intent? And that's part of the thing that AE 9/11 doesn't do. We will bring you up to the evidence, up to the point of conclusion, but it's up to each and every American to make that decision, because that's an emotional hurdle. You have to figure out how to get over yourself, and it's a very difficult thing to do. Don't kid yourself. It was difficult for me, and I'm sure it's difficult for everyone else that has woken up already. It will go on to be difficult as you try to wake up friends and family who are now facing that same hurdle, and you keep talking to them about it, and they say, but why would you say that? How could you say that? AE 911 has what we call sterility rule, and Richard Gage didn't make this term up, I did. We analyze the information, we understand what the inevitable conclusion is, but we do not state it because we do not want to give them a basis to discredit us on. We can't open the door to them like that. We have to keep the irrefutable evidence clean and pristine so that people like you can take it to your friends, your families, your neighbors, your co-workers and say, look at this. You tell me how they're wrong, and now after you agree that they're right, what does it really mean to you? Because it means the same thing to all of us. There are a bunch of psychopaths down in Washington. They are trying to start World War III over in Syria. They've been trying desperately, almost idiotically. The fanaticism is beyond comprehension at this point. I often say that what they're doing is more like a scene out of Saturday Night Live skit. Bad theater. I mean, that's how bad it is. It's gotten really awful. They don't even try and cover up their footsteps anymore. But it is up to us, the American people, you. There is no they. There is no John Wayne riding over the ridge wearing his six-shooter. We are the people.
Violating the most sacred oath you have taken. You are listening and obeying orders from tyrants who are taking their orders from the big banksters. Understand what you're doing here today will play effect throughout history.
I think we're facing a tyrannical government.
As it looks right now, yes, I think so now. You changed my mind.
WeAreChange.org is the website. Check it out. Don't believe us. We'll have all the sources up there. Do you believe the American government